Today is Friday, May 24th, 2024. We are at the Edmands Path trailhead, heading up to Mount Eisenhower. We're just gonna do Eisenhower today because we have someplace to be this afternoon. So I think this is the first time that we're gonna do an out and back. And I can't remember. I think we've come down Edmands Path before. It's been a while. 3.3 to get up there, huh? I think I measured it at 3 each way. I wonder if that's going around and then up. There's a summit loop for Mount Eisenhower. I bet it is. Okay, we're off. It's 9:30. We gotta make haste. There's a water crossing in the beginning of this, and that's the only real water crossing. See how it goes. And there's a spot almost right before tree line, sort of, where there's a waterfall on the side, and sometimes the trail can be wet and or icy. Hopefully there's not too much left in the way of snow or monorail. We are right up near where we're gonna pop out of the trees, have a view over. I mean, I can see stuff now through the trees, but we'll have a view up here. And this area is nice and flat, relatively. I think the only climbing left really is up the summit cone. And it is lovely. It's supposed to have pretty high winds. I've heard some wind, but not like what I was expecting. So it's warm. It was 70 at the car at 9:30 this morning. I think it's supposed to be 60 at the summit of Eisenhower. Wind chill around 40. Sustained winds of 30 to 35 and gusts of 50. So we'll see. And I definitely hear wind, but nothing like howling. We just popped out of the trees, kind of right there, going along this little scree field, looking out. Jefferson, Clay, can't see Washington. This is Little Monroe and Franklin over here. We're gonna head up there. There's a trail intersection with Crawford Path. Yes, Crawford Path. And we're going up that way. Okay, let's hit it. We are up on the summit of Eisenhower now. The wind is less than they said it would be. I would say the gusts are maybe hitting 30, maybe. Rainy and not very good up north. Right. This is the area of the trail where a little waterfall comes down. There's actually a couple more up ahead that are much smaller, but they run right down the trail. So you can see this is the trail right here. If you come up in the fall, shoulder season, this is a straight up sheet of ice, and you will need spikes once it gets cold enough. What else? I guess that's it. So the wet doesn't go very far on here, and then the trail is in really great shape all the way down. There's a couple blowdowns, but other than that, quick going. And not overly busy. We saw a bunch of people, but nothing crazy. Parking lot still was half full when we got there. Yeah, I think that not much more to say. The clouds are rolling in. It's getting overcast. And for once we timed something right. That'll probably be it for today. It should be around 6 miles, maybe a shade over. I don't know why the sign at the parking lot says 3.3 to the summit. Because it's not. 3.1. Yeah, I was going to say it's like 3.1. Maybe if you went around and came up the other side. But that's just idiotic. In any case, this is Edmands Path. It's a pretty gradual, steady climb, I would say. There's nothing really steep on it, except for along the side of, well, it's not Edmands Path then, climbing up Mount Eisenhower Loop. That is a little bit steep in a couple places, but short.